This is the NBC Theater. From the NBC Theater in Hollywood, a riotous affair by Moliere. The Doctor in Spite of Himself. A situation comedy which takes radio back 300 years, to the mid-1600s, that is. The Doctor in Spite of Himself. A play by Moliere which has been compressed and somewhat remodeled for radio by Ernest Kenoy of NBC. Hear it now on the NBC Theater.
This is the most marvelous and somewhat ridiculous history of Sganarelle, woodcutter extraordinary and doctor in spite of himself, written for the entertainment of His Majesty King Louis by Moliere the actor in the year 1666. The scene is a forest, not too far from Paris. In the wings, our players adjust their makeup, the slapsticks are ready, the cold fish for face slapping, and all the other necessary equipment for a proper farce. His Majesty begins to yawn slightly, so the curtain rises hurriedly. Discovered in comic attitudes are Sganarelle the woodcutter and his good wife Martine, a sweet, lovable, even-tempered lady who addresses soft words of connubial bliss to her spouse.
Lowlife, drunkard, thief, robber.
Silence, wife.
Robber.
Up, 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 up. It is for me to speak and be master. I am the husband.
You're a wine-swilling master, that's what you are. Why did I ever marry you?
An excellent question. It's bothered me for years.
Well, it certainly wasn't to put up with this kind of carryings on.
Oh, what a nuisance it is to have a wife. It's the main trouble with being married.
Ha!
Aristotle says a woman is worse than a demon.
Oh, listen to Cabbage Head with his Aristotle.
Cabbage Head? Find me another woodcutter who even heard of Aristotle, and who as a boy knew his grammar by heart.
Grammar, eh? Grammar? You'd sell your grammar and your grandpa, too, for a bottle.
There's no market. I've tried.
Fool.
Hag.
You ought to thank heaven every minute of the day for me. Did you deserve to marry a woman like me?
No crime is that great.
And what do you mean by that, crack turnip head?
Oh, let us be charitable. I would be the last person in the world to say that you chased me through 3 villages and a middle-sized city before you caught me.
I chased you.
So don't make me say it.
Why, you eat up every cent I can lay my hands on.
That is a lie.
What?
I drink part of it.
You've hawked every piece of furniture in the house.
That is living upon one's resources.
You sold the very bed out from under me.
It'll improve your character. You'll get up earlier.
And from morning to night you do nothing but drink and gamble. Oh, what am I to do with my family?
Whatever you like.
I've got 4 children on my hands.
Put them down.
They keep crying for bread.
Stubbornness. Martin, you bore me.
Oh, I'll tell my father.
Wife, I have been very patient. My arm is getting heavy.
Oh, I laugh at your threats.
My sweet, my love, my dearest rib. You have set your heart on a thrashing.
Oh, you can't scare me.
Sweet object of my affections, I shall box your ears.
Drunkard.
I shall thrash you.
Walking wine cask.
I'll tan your lovely hide.
Wretch. Villain, scoundrel, gallows bird, churl.
What was that last?
Churl.
That does it. No one calls Sganarelle churl and gets away with it.
Now, get away. Don't you touch me. Don't go away.
Well, maybe I will have mercy, but I just cannot stand that word. Oh, silly of me, wasn't it? I've forgotten it already.
Yes, silly.
Foolish old me. What was that word again?
Wretch?
No.
A gallows bird?
No, something else.
It must have been Churl.
Churl, that's it. I can't stand that word.
Ow, you hit me, you brute.
Call me Churl, will you?
Oh, the neighbors. Think of the neighbors.
They'll have to wait their turn. I'm first.
Here, what's going on there?
See, neighbor Robert heard us.
What's this? Oh, disgraceful, disgraceful. How dare you, sir? How dare you beat your wife? Shame, shame, shame.
And who asked you?
Huh? Why, you screamed. I heard you, disgraceful.
And suppose I like him to beat me.
Huh? Oh, well, if that's the case,
Is it any of your business?
No, I'm wrong. I'm sorry.
Coming between a husband and a home wrecker.
I apologize.
Who asked you in the first place?
Nobody, no.
Who told you to poke your nose in?
But
Mind your own business.
I won't say another word.
I like to be beaten. It improves the circulation.
Naturally.
It's no skin off your back, is it?
No. Neighbor Scannerell, I beg your pardon. Go ahead, beat your wife. I'll even help you. I'm a fool for interfering. A fool, do you hear? Go ahead, beat your wife.
I don't want to.
Beat her, thrash her, fracture her. What?
I don't want to.
But she said...
Are you suggesting that I strike this poor, defenseless woman?
I'm not... but she said I'm...
She's my wife, not yours.
Yes, thank heaven.
What do you mean, thank heaven?
Just an expression.
She isn't good enough for you?
No, too good. An angel.
Oh, and you stand there cold-bloodedly and tell me to beat an angel? I'll teach you to blaspheme.
Oh, the crazy, both of them crazy.
Come, wife. Let's make up. Shake hands.
Oh, after you struck me? No.
Take a liberal attitude. What's 5 or 6 strokes of a cudgel between people as long as they really love each other? Besides, it was a silly quarrel. I've forgotten about it completely. What was it about?
Oh, I called you a gallows bird.
Oh, no. It was something else.
Wretch?
No. Something shorter.
A rogue.
No. Some silly little word.
Oh, I know. It was churl.
Churl, that's it.
And so Master Scannerell, the woodcutter, quarreled with his wife Martine and headed off into the woods.
I won't forget to pay you back. I'll have revenge. I'll get even. You just wait.
Now pay close attention, because we're going to get some plot thrown all together in a lump. You'll see what I mean as Lucas and Valere enter, left, limping theatrically.
Oh, Lucas, let's rest. My feet are killing.
Oh, no, good friend Valere. We must continue till we find the man our master sent us for.
Well, how does he expect us to find anyone in this forest? Between you and me and the elderberry bush, I think the old man's cracked.
You'd be upset, too, if your daughter were going to marry a rich young man like Horace and the wedding had to be postponed because the girl was ill. Well, let's get going again.
Just a moment. There's a woman there. Let's ask her.
All right. My good woman.
Yes, gentlemen?
We're looking for something, and we wondered if you might help us find it.
Oh, perhaps. What is it?
A doctor.
A doctor?
A clever man, a magician of medicine for our master's daughter.
Oh, your master's daughter. What ails her?
She's been struck dumb. Can't say a word.
Not even a syllable.
And we've been sent to find a doctor to cure her.
Ah, here's my chance to revenge myself on that rascal husband of mine. Gentlemen, you've come to the right place.
No.
Yes, we have a man here, the most wonderful fellow in the world for strange maladies.
A doctor?
Where can we find him?
In the woods. He's amusing himself by cutting down trees.
A doctor who cuts wood?
Oh, he's a strange man. You'd never believe he was a doctor.
No?
Yes, he's eccentric. He pretends to be an ordinary, ignorant woodcutter, but don't you believe him.
Don't you worry, we won't.
You see, he's a little, you know.
No.
Yes. He never admits he's a doctor unless you take a stick and make him tell the truth.
Oh, dear, you mean beat him?
That's what we have to do when we need him.
What is his name?
Scannerell. Dr. Scannerell.
Scannerell? Well, is he really a good doctor?
Why, 6 months ago, I was given up for dead. He poured a little bottle of something down my throat, and I was up and dancing.
Oh, this is the very man we want.
But remember, he won't admit he's a doctor unless you beat him.
Leave that to us. If he wants nothing but a thrashing, we'll give it to him, don't worry.
Timber! Timber! There, that's enough work for a while. I deserve a drink. Lovely little bottle. Best friend a man ever had.
There he is.
Oh, if they think there's enough here for
Is
three.
your name Scannerell?
Yes and no.
Yes and no.
It depends what you want with him.
We want to pay our respects.
In that case, my name is Scannerell.
Delighted to see you, sir.
And we implore your aid.
Oh, well, if it's business, I'm glad to be of service.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
Always glad to exercise my profession. How many cords would you like?
Oh, sir.
I charge 50 sous the 100.
Let's not speak about that.
They cost me more.
We know what's what. You can stop pretending.
Pretending? Why, it costs me that much of wear and tear on my axe. What do you mean?
Oh, sir, how can a great man like you hide in his humble disguise and bury his wonderful talents?
Huh? Well, you'd better step out of the sun.
Oh, pray, sir, do not pretend.
They're both a button short.
We know what we know.
Oh, you can't argue with that. But I don't know what you know that you know. What do you want with me?
Your help, master.
What do you take me for?
For just what you are, a great doctor.
A doctor? I'm not a doctor, and I've never been one.
Dear, the fit is on him. Sir, don't deny yourself.
We'll have to take measures.
I am not a doctor, and I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, there's no hope for it. You're not a doctor.
No, I am not a doctor.
You're quite sure you're not a doctor?
No, no, no.
Well, if that's the way it must be. Well,
I'm ready, Lucas.
then we'd better begin.
Why don't you admit the truth? Why do you give us this trouble? This hurts us more than it hurts you.
My heart bleeds for you.
Oh, stop! Stop!
Well, are you a doctor?
Oh, plague choke me if I am. Too bad. Oh, no. Stop. I'll be anything you like. Oh, stop. I'll be anything you want. A doctor, an apothecary, anything.
Wonderful. I'm delighted to see you being so reasonable.
It does my heart good to hear you tell the truth.
We beg you to forgive us for the liberty we've taken.
I must be crazy. Maybe I am a doctor and didn't know it. Is it quite certain that I am a doctor?
Oh, yes.
For real?
Undoubtedly.
Devil take me if I knew it.
And if you go now with us, you shall earn whatever you please.
You mean money?
Oh, yes.
Oh, well, in that case, there is no doubt I am a doctor. It must have slipped my mind, but I remember it now. Who's sick?
A girl. She has lost her speech.
I didn't find it. Did I say something funny?
Come along now to our master's house.
Wait. I must have a doctor's gown.
We'll get one.
Trimmed with ermine?
If you wish.
Well, I think I missed my trade. I should have been a doctor all my life.
How long, then, have you been a doctor?
If memory serves...
And serve it must.
I have been a physician since some 60 seconds ago.
Friend Villaire, the madness is still upon him.
What would you have me say?
Come, tell us. How long have you been a doctor?
Since yesterday.
Again?
Since the day before.
Such stubbornness is phenomenal. Strike him again.
Since last week. Last month. Stop. Desist. I am happy to report that I have been a physician for, these 30 years.
And where, then, did you learn your craft?
Where else, my friend, but in the school of hard knocks.
Well, Lucas, have you brought me a doctor?
The best in the world, Master Gerard.
Oh, he's a little strange, but then all great men are somewhat odd.
But is he scientifically trained?
Oh, yes.
He must be. I can't understand the word he says.
Then we must all be doctors. Oh, Master Gerard, this doctor will be no better than the rest.
Jacqueline, remember your place.
I've been your daughter's nurse since she was born. What she needs is a fine young husband.
Wife, hold your tongue.
I will not. Your daughter wants something more than rhubarb and senna. A husband is the medicine that cures all girls' complaints.
Oh, who would have her now, in her present condition? Unable to speak a word. Besides, I wanted her to marry and she refused.
Well, why didn't you let her marry Leandra? She's in love with him.
Ah, he's poor. No match for my daughter.
He has an uncle who's rich.
Oh, doesn't mean a thing.
I'd sooner give my daughter a husband she loves than all the riches in the country.
Silence, nurse.
Ah.
It's my daughter, and she shall marry the man I choose. And as soon as we can cure her of this dumbness. Lucas, bring the doctor.
Announcing His Excellency, the Doctor.
What? Oh, that's me.
I'm delighted to see you, Doctor.
Yes. Hippocrates says...
Yes?
that we should both put on our hats.
Hippocrates says that?
Yes.
In which chapter?
In his chapter on hats.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. Well, Doctor?
Are you speaking to me?
Of course.
But I'm not a doctor.
You're not a doctor?
No, certainly not.
Really?
Really?
Well, I can fix that.
Oh! Hey, what's the idea of striking me?
Now you are a doctor.
What?
That's the only degree I ever took.
Lucas, is he crazy?
Oh, no, Master. Only eccentric. Don't mind him. It's just his sense of humor.
I'm not amused. Let's get down to business. Sir, I have a daughter who is suffering from a very strange complaint.
Oh, I'm delighted. That's wonderful.
What?
That she is in need of my skill.
Oh.
And wish with all my heart that you and your family were in excruciating pain and deathly ill.
Sir?
So that I might demonstrate my eagerness to serve you.
Oh, that's very kind of you, I'm sure. Yeah, I'll go fetch my daughter.
Just a moment, sir. Who is that fine, tall woman standing here?
My daughter's nurse. I'll be back in a moment, Doctor.
There's a nice bit of household furniture. My nurse. Charming nurse. Paean of beauty. Rejoice. You have attracted the attention of a great man. So, you are entertained.
Honored your worship.
Worship, is it? I've been known by other words. But come, let me see you to better advantage. Let us move into the shadows of the corner.
Oh, but how can you see me in the shadows?
I can see that in the shadows we shall become fast friends. Dear nurse, all my nostrums, all my skill is at your service. May I salute you with a kiss?
Why, Doctor.
Here now. That's my wife. By your leave, Master Doctor, leave my wife alone.
What? Is she your wife?
Of course.
Oh, how nice for both of you. Friend Lucas, let me embrace you.
That's not me.
Oh, Doctor.
Oh, I missed. How clumsy of me.
Now, look here. Let go of my wife.
Friend Lucas, I congratulate you on your wife. Examine her. Pretty. Handsome. Modest. Discreet.
Doctor, I'm out of breath.
Not so many compliments, Doctor, please.
Not compliments such a fine woman? For shame.
Doctor, I have had enough. You let go of my wife.
Forget it, Lucas. I'm big enough to take care of myself. If I want to.
I won't have him hugging and kissing you.
Oh, jealous. Don't you trust your wife?
Of course I don't.
Shh, the master.
Doctor, here is my daughter.
Oh, this is the patient.
I would never get over it if she were to die.
Die? Nonsense. She must not die without a prescription from the physician. Now, before we proceed with the examination, I must be possessed of certain information.
Before you even look at her?
My Lord Gerard, never question the way of physicians. Now, I must know the following. Where and when she was born, where and when were her parents born, has she ever been ill before, have her parents ever been ill? What is her height and weight, was she a happy child, did she like carrots, is her father a drunkard, was he ever insane, and above all, I must know the exact income of the family.
Oh, of course. But later.
Well, later then. Now, young lady, what is your ailment? Not at all an unpleasant patient. I'm of the opinion that she needs, above all, a husband in good health.
Dad, you made her laugh, sir.
The best sign in the world. Well, girl, what's the matter? What ails you? What'd she say? That's what I thought she said. What is it? Hi. Oh, what language is that?
Oh, that's just it, sir. She had become dumb. She cannot talk. Oh, it's terrible. I've had to postpone her marriage.
Why?
But the man I chose for her wishes to wait until she's cured.
Oh, fool. He doesn't want his wife to be dumb? Oh, would to heaven mine had the same complaint. It would be a long day before I'd have her cured.
But can you cure her, sir?
Young lady, give me your wrist. Quiet, everybody. Oh!
What is it?
The pulse tells me.
Yes?
It tells me.
Yes?
Your daughter is dumb.
Amazing. Extraordinary. That's exactly what's wrong with her. And you discovered it at the first touch.
Oh, it was nothing really. An ignoramus would have been nonplussed, but I hit the nail on the head from the very start. And I tell you, sir, your daughter is dumb.
But what caused it?
That's very simple. Yes, simple.
Then what caused it?
A loss of speech.
Yes, but why did she lose her speech?
Aristotle on this subject says, a great many clever things.
Yeah, I dare say.
Oh, he was a great man, a great man. We will have 1 minute's silence in memory of Aristotle.
But
please? All right, that's enough. To get back to our argument, it is obvious that the impediment in her tongue is caused by certain humours, which among us learned men we call peccant humours. That is to say, in translation, peccant humours. Inasmuch as the vapours arise in the feet, rush to the head, take one look at the head, rush back to the feet, taking approximately 12 minutes for the trip, changing at the liver for the express. Do you follow me?
Why, yes. I think I do.
You do? Do you understand Latin?
No.
You're sure you don't understand Latin?
Oh, absolutely not.
Oh, then, of course, I must continue in Latin. Capricius arci furam. Omnia Gallia est divisa in partes tres. Hic, haec, hoc, the mouse... oh, no, that's something else. Quis, why? Quare, wherefore? Et causa, because. You understand?
Oh, why didn't I study?
What a clever man.
It's so beautiful I can't understand a word.
Therefore, when the ventricles of the upper gimbal meet the descending premise of the upper portosan, complications set in.
Complications?
Oh, yes.
Complications.
And that, sir, is why your daughter is dumb.
Yes. But, Doctor, in your learned discourse, you place the heart here, and the liver here. Isn't it just the other way around?
The other way around. Oh, yes, it was formerly. But we modern doctors have no patience with old-fashioned methods. We've changed all that.
Oh, I see. Please pardon my ignorance.
No harm done. You're not obliged to be as clever as we are.
But, sir, what must be done to cure her? Yes, Doctor?
Put her to bed and make her take 2 glasses of wine every 4 hours. No, on second thought, make that 4 glasses every 2 hours.
Wine?
Yes, sir. Wine invariably makes people speak at great length. You know.
Oh, I hadn't thought of that. Lucas, get some wine.
Oh, and remember to bring it to me to sample first.
Oh, of course, Doctor.
I will come back and see the patient at night.
1 moment. I must pay you your fee. Here.
A fee? You mean gross lucre? Money?
Yes, sir.
You expect me, a great magister of medicine, a magician of the healing arts, to barter my gifts for mere money?
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know.
Degrade my learning with a crass insult?
Well, I didn't understand. Forgive me.
Besides...
Yes?
it isn't enough.
Oh, there'll be more. More. Anything you want, Doctor. Anything you want.
This doctoring pays well. I foresee a great future.
My Lord Durant.
Yes, Lucas? Yes?
Word of your search for a great and skillful physician has stretched far and wide.
That is a piece of knowledge long common to physicians, politicians, and writers of plays.
Oh, what is this knowledge, Doctor?
Why, that a word may be stretched far and wide. Indeed, it may even be stretched out of shape.
Are you then a philosopher?
Strike me upon the head, Lord Durant, and I shall be all things to all men.
What an obtuse fellow. Lucas, what are you waiting for?
To continue, my Lord Durant. Word of your search has brought a physician to your gates.
Well, I already have a physician.
Then you have another.
Well, I'll not stand for it. I hold little brief for consultations. Throw the beggar out.
No, Lucas. I would compare the two physicians. Bring him in here. What's his name?
Dr. Fosterdamus. I shall bring him presently.
Oh, true physician. Oh, alas, I shall be discovered. And then what shall happen to my fee? Not to mention my patient's health.
My dear Lord Gerard.
Are you then the physician, Fosterdamus?
I am.
Prove it.
Sir?
In the interests of the health of the patient, I must demand that you prove your learning.
And who are you, sir?
The physician, Scannerell.
You've heard of him, Dr. Fosterdamus?
I have not.
Fosterdamus is an ignoramus.
We shall not be hasty. Scannerell, pray put him to the test.
Fosterdamus, you are willing to submit to a test?
To any test.
Very well. Listen with care and answer with speed. We shall consider the patient to be racked by portentous humors, a case of gland disestablishment complicated by a portalized refraction of the left eyeball. In that case, would you prescribe oil of cinnamon well larded with phlogiston, or would you offer sulfur compounded with a common felony? Come, my man, speak up.
But such a question is ridiculous.
For you, perhaps, not for Scannerell.
Oh, come, Dr. Fosterdamus. We must have an answer.
We shall give you 3 to make up your mind. 1, 2, 3. Too late.
No. I would offer the patient cinnamon with phlogiston.
In that case, the patient would surely die.
Then, Dr. Scannerell, you would prescribe sulfur compounded with a common felony?
Certainly not. That would kill the patient more quickly than the former medicine.
But then what would you prescribe for a patient suffering from such an ailment?
You ask such a question?
I do.
My Lord Durant, you see there is little purpose in soliciting the services of a physician who must ask another physician how to heal a patient.
You speak wisely, Scannerell.
However, we doctors are rimmed around fiercely with a strange and potent force which we call ethics.
Ethics?
And ethics demand that I speak in this manner. This Dr. Fosterdamus is a great and learned physician. I should be honored and delighted to consult with him in the treatment of your daughter.
You're a scoundrel.
You see, my Lord Durant, he is completely without ethics. A true physician would not speak so.
You are full of wisdom. Fosterdamus, begone.
Blackguard. Ethics indeed.
And now, my Lord Durant, having saved your daughter from the ignorant ministrations of a fraud, I shall retire.
I am in your debt, physician.
Putting people in our debt is the first trick we learn. I will see the patient this evening, and remember what the great Aristotle said upon occasions such as this.
Tell me, Doctor, what did the great Aristotle say upon occasions like this?
What did he say? Well, he said, goodbye. Who's that?
My name is Leandra. I've been waiting in the street for you for hours.
Oh, I see. Oh, yes, just in time. Here, let me feel your pulse. Ooh, very bad, very bad.
You're holding your own wrist.
What about... Oh, of course I am. Remember the proverb, physician, heal thyself?
I'm not ill, sir.
Then why the devil bother me? I'm on my way to a wine shop, to a hospital.
Sir, let me tell you the matter in a few words.
Very few words, if you please.
I'm in love with Lucinda, whom you've just visited.
Oh, yes, lovely child. Now, I prefer a more substantial foundation. Take the nurse, for instance. And I wish I could.
You see, I'm not wealthy, and her father won't let me see her. I want you to help me.
What? Me? How dare you attempt to use me in your nefarious scheme?
Oh, please, sir, quiet. You'll spoil everything.
Do you want me to lower the dignity of a physician by conspiring against my employer?
Please, shh.
How dare you offer me a substantial bribe?
But I did. Oh, I see. Well, would this overcome your scruples?
Of course, I didn't mean you. You are a gentleman. Yes, a fine gentleman. And now, what can I do for you?
Well, you see, this disease of Lucinda's is a feigned complaint.
Oh, yes, a feigned complaint.
No,
the worst kind.
You don't understand. She's just invented this illness to keep her father from forcing her to marry Horace.
You mean the ailment was invented upon the spur of the moment?
Exactly.
Oh, then it is not better than the physician.
Of course not.
Don't be insulting, young man.
Oh, 1,000 pardons. But Lucinda and I, we're in urgent need of your assistance.
Well, let me ascertain the truth. Your Lucinda can really talk?
No, like a lovely demon, when once she's started.
Well, then my advice is to give her to Horace. A physician may cure a speechless woman, but one that is full of words. There, my dear Leandre, we are helpless.
I should die without her.
Oh, well, if that's the case, come along, sir. We shall discuss this further over a bottle of medicine.
You'll help me, then?
You have inspired me with an undying interest in your love. And if my medical science does not fail me, the patient shall either die or be yours.
From Hollywood, the NBC Theater is bringing you a version of Molière's comedy, The Doctor in Spite of Himself. We will resume with Act Two after a brief pause for station identification.
Sganarelle, woodcutter and rogue, has been mistaken for a great physician by the wealthy bourgeois Géronte. His daughter Lucinda is pretending to have been struck dumb in order to postpone a marriage to the wealthy Horace, whom she does not love, while Leandre, whom she does love, is conspiring with the doctor to further his cause. The entire business is completely confused and isn't of any great importance in the first place. In any case, it is now time for the second act. Leandre has disguised himself as an apothecary in a long black robe and glasses in order to meet Lucinde without her father's knowledge. The disguise would fool nobody except characters in a play such as this. But no matter. It is time for the curtain to rise.
There, Master Doctor. Do you think her father will know me in this disguise?
Oh, no. You look natural. Very natural.
This wig is a little large.
Yes, one rarely sees a hairline below the eyes. But we will introduce you as part English sheepdog, and no one will notice.
There's only one thing. If I'm to be an apothecary, I'd like to know 5 or 6 big medical words to throw around. Sort of pepper my conversation with them. To give me the air of a learned man.
Oh, it's not necessary. Not necessary at all.
But if I'm going to deceive people...
The gown is sufficient.
But if I'm to be your assistant...
Now, I'll tell you something. Shh. I don't know any more about it than you do.
What?
Devil take me if I understand anything about medicine.
You mean you're not really a...
No, I'm not. They've made me a doctor in spite of myself. I never wanted to be as learned as that, and I never got out of the 3rd grade at school. I don't know where they got the idea, but when they saw me, they insisted I was a doctor. So I thought I might as well be one.
How strange.
Well, you wouldn't believe how this error has spread. Everyone believes me a learned man.
No.
Yes. Yes, they come seeking me on all sides. And if business keeps up, I'm going to stick to doctoring the rest of my life. It's the best trade of them all. For if we are successful, or if we fail, we are paid just the same.
Well, that is true.
Bad workmanship never recoils on us, and we cut the material we work with as we like. A shoemaker who spoils the leather he is working on has to pay through the nose. But we doctors can spoil a man, and it doesn't cost us a cent. The blunders are never put down to us. It's always the fault of the fellow who dies. The best of this profession is that there is great discretion and honesty among the dead. You never hear them complain of the physician that killed them.
Yeah, that is true. That the dead are very honorable in that respect.
Oh, Doctor!
Wait now, you'll see what I mean.
Doctor, you must help me.
Didn't I see you yesterday?
Yes, Doctor, yes. You told me I was ill with a hypocrisy.
Hypocrisy? Is that what I said?
That's what you said.
Mm-hmm.
It hurt me to breathe. I had trouble with my breathing.
Oh, well, I'll put a stop to that.
That's what you said yesterday.
What did I tell you to do?
To drink a bottle of wine after a hot bath.
Did you do it?
I couldn't finish drinking the hot bath.
Oh, bad symptom. Did the pain in your chest go away?
Oh, yes. Now it's in my head.
Mm-hmm. Well, then you must rest for 2 weeks and avoid all head work.
Oh, sure, I couldn't do that.
Why not? Are you a scholar?
No, barber.
Oh, barber. Well, I will give you a prescription for a medicine, and let me give you some advice to cheer you up. You must, above all, remain cheerful.
Yes, Doctor.
Now, does your house have a narrow door?
Oh, yes, Doctor.
Then here is my advice. Go to the carpenter and have him make the door wider.
But I don't understand. Will making the door wider cure me?
No, but it will make it easier to get the coffin out of the house. Oh, that will be 12 gold pieces.
If you will wait here, Doctor. Master Durant will be here presently.
Oh, thank you, nurse. Beautiful nurse.
Oh.
I'm delighted we have a minute to ourselves.
Please, Doctor, my husband may come in at any minute.
Oh, the sight of you is like rhubarb, cassia, and senna to me, which purges all melancholy from my mind.
Master Physician, it's no use talking to me in that style. I don't understand your Latin at all.
Get ill, nurse, deathly ill.
Sir.
That I may have the pleasure of curing you.
If it please you, sir, I'd much rather not get cured.
Oh, how I grieve for you, nurse, in having such a jealous and troublesome husband.
Oh, what am I to do, sir? It's as a penance for my sins. And where the goat is tied down, she must browse.
Oh, if there's anything I can't stand, it's a jealous husband.
Are you married yourself, your worship?
Married? Yes, to the most faithful of women.
You're not a jealous man, sir?
Of what is there to be jealous? My wife and I live a good distance from our neighbors. There is only one who lives close by, neighbor Robert.
But you have no fear of him?
Of him? Why, of course not. He comes to the house only when my wife and I argue, and then only to defend her. To defend her? What was that knave doing in my home?
Please, your worship, you mustn't become so red in the face.
Neighbor Robert, is it? Perhaps he's there even now. While I bring my skill in learning to the ill and unfortunate, this carrion steals into my home and makes love to my wife.
The physician has thoughts of home. He's forgotten all about poor little me.
Never. Well, as I was saying, your husband is a jealous cur.
Oh, please, sir, you're tickling me.
Such a clodhopper.
Oh, you haven't seen anything yet. He has a temper like a goat and a patch of brambles.
And he misuses a sweet woman like you. Why should such a handsome woman fall into the hands of a mere animal? A brute, stupid fool. Oh, excuse me, nurse, for speaking of your husband in this way.
Oh, no, sir, he deserves that and more. Oh, nobody understands me.
There, come to the doctor.
Oh, doctor, you're so understanding.
Oh, yes, of course. Very closer.
You're so kind to me.
Professional courtesy.
What is the idea?
My husband.
Unhand my wife, you villain.
Fie, sir. Fie on your suspicions. Remember, I am the doctor.
And you remember, that is my wife.
Exactly. I was merely treating the good nurse for a strained vertebrae.
You were?
Oh, yes, and you interrupted me in the middle.
Is that bad?
Bad? Her vertebrae is unhinged.
No.
Yes. If it is not reconnected, she will come apart by nightfall like a pickled herring.
Nightfall? No, horrible. Doctor, do something. Save my wife.
I don't know if I care to.
Oh, but you must. Poor woman. Here's all the money I have. Finish the treatment, please.
Well, perhaps I will have mercy. Is that all the money you have?
Yes, but I can borrow more. Please, Doctor, cure my wife's vertebrae. Finish the treatment.
Very well. As a favor to you, my friend Lucas.
Oh.
Nurse, prepare yourself to resume where we were interrupted.
Oh, Doctor.
Remember, Lucas, this is as a favor to you.
Oh, Doctor.
Lucas!
Yes, Master.
Have you seen our doctor?
Indeed, sir, and my wife, too. He's been treating her.
Treating her?
She certainly behaved as if it were a treat. I'm beginning to wonder.
Where is he now? I want him to attend my daughter. Ah, there you are, Master Doctor.
How is the patient?
Oh, somewhat worse since your prescription.
Excellent. That shows it takes effect.
Yes, but while it takes effect, I'm afraid it might choke her.
Oh, that's part of the cure. Do not forget to bury her in the best of style.
Bury her? But she isn't dead yet.
A mere detail. One must always be prepared. Just be sure that my bill is paid before the undertaker's.
Undertaker's? What are you talking about? Who is that man with you?
I'm the apothecary.
What does he do?
I mix the drugs.
Oh, yes, of course. He mixes the drugs.
Here's your daughter, Master.
Oh, come in, my girl.
Hi.
Huh? Oh, that's new.
She's been doing that since she took the wine you prescribed.
Excellent. Master Apothecary, take the patient aside and feel her pulse or her arteries that I may consult with you later.
Wait a minute. Where's he going?
Just to the other side of the room.
What's he going to do? I insist on knowing.
Tell me, Master, it is a great and subtle question among the medical profession as to who is cured more easily, men or women. You follow me?
Of course. What's that apothecary doing there?
Now pay attention.
I'm going over there. Let go my cloak.
Some say yes, some say no. Others say yes and no, while some say nothing whatsoever. Do you agree?
What? Yes. I mean no. What's that man saying to my daughter? Let go of me.
On the one hand, but then again on the other hand, all of which makes two hands, which is the normal complement, except in cases of flagrante delictu. Do you understand me?
Let go of me. I want to know what he's telling my daughter.
No.
Did you hear that? She spoke. My daughter spoke. Oh, let me go. Let me go.
No, I won't change my mind.
She speaks. My daughter speaks. Oh, great virtue of the remedy. Oh, excellent physician. What a marvelous cure.
It took a bit of doing at that.
Oh, sir, what can I do for you after such a service?
Well, now, the case was a difficult one, but I cured her.
Yes, Father, I have recovered my speech. But I have recovered it to tell you that I will never have any husband than Leandra, and that I will never marry that fat, ugly brute Horace. Nothing will shake the resolution I have taken. All your fine arguments will be in vain. All your talking will be of no use. I have made up my mind about the matter. No parental authority can compel me to marry against my will. You may try as much as you like. My heart cannot submit to this tyranny, and I will sooner go into a convent than marry a man I do not love. No, it's no use to waste your time. I shall do nothing of the kind. I am fully determined.
You're through?
Not in the least.
Oh, what a torrent of words.
If you think for one moment that I can be forced into a marriage that I don't want...
Quiet!
Who, me? I can hardly get a word in edgewise.
Oh, no. Master Doctor, I beseech you, make her dumb again. Take this power of speech away from her. It'll drive me mad.
Master Geronte, this would violate my hypocritical oath. Once cured, I cannot uncure.
Then what can I do? I'll go mad.
All I can do on your behalf is, to make you deaf, if you like.
Thank you, no. No. Tell me, my dear daughter, do you think...
No. All your reasoning will not have the slightest effect on me.
But I say...
I am adamant. I will not be moved, and that's final. Let me tell you, Father,
No. Listen to me. You shall marry Horace this very evening. Speech or no speech. If you have to take the vows in dumb show.
I would rather marry death.
I've had enough of this talk. Enough.
Hey, easy, pray, Master John. Easy. Be consumed by the apoplexy.
I will.
Without a doubt. Look, your face is red.
So it is.
Your pulse is rapid.
Yes.
You're breathing heavy.
Yes.
You breathe in, but you don't breathe out.
I never noticed.
A sure sign of approaching apoptotic seizure.
Oh, good heavens. Get me a chair.
Now let me attend to this matter of your daughter. After all, I am the doctor.
Yes, of course. Papa what?
Papa McSee.
Oh, horrible.
Now, as to your daughter, I know her disease, and I know the remedy to apply to it.
Is that possible, sir? Can you cure her of this stubbornness, too? Can you make her obedient to my wishes?
Mere child's play. I have remedies for everything. Master Apothecary?
Yes, sir?
A word with you.
Well, you would leave the cure to a mere apothecary?
Believe me, sir, he is the best man for this business. Now, Apothecary, attend.
I am all ears.
Yes, I noticed that. Well, you perceive the passion the patient has for this lout Leandre is against the wishes of her father.
Oh, yes, I understand that.
There is no time to lose. The humerus and the spleen are very acrimonious, and we must make a cure immediately. You understand?
Not yet.
Oh, I prescribe. Now, take this down carefully. A dose of strong purgative flight.
Purgative flight?
Uh-huh.
Oh, yes, purgative flight.
Mixed with 2 drams of matrimonium made into pills.
Matrimonium. I understand.
Oh, that's a strange drug. I never heard of it.
Quiet, sir. I am prescribing. She may make some difficulty about taking this medicine.
I don't think so.
But you are a clever man in your profession. You must induce her to consent to it and make her swallow the thing as best as you can.
Oh, don't worry, I will.
Now, go with the patient and walk in the garden to prepare the humours while I converse here with her father.
Well, is it absolutely necessary that my daughter go out?
Oh, yes, my prescription won't work without that.
Very well, then.
Above all, don't lose a minute. Apply the remedy quickly. Do you understand?
Yes, I understand.
Go now, quickly.
I will take care of everything.
Do exactly what the apothecary says, daughter.
Don't worry, she will. It's a strong prescription.
Yes. But you mentioned some very strange drugs, Doctor. I never heard of them. Purgative of flight. Matrimonium in pills.
They are very effective drugs used in urgent cases of this kind.
Yeah, I hope they cure my daughter. Did you ever see such insolence as that?
Oh, daughters are a little headstrong at times. I will cure her, though.
You would not believe how infatuated she is with this Leandre.
The heat of the blood produces these things in young people. They greatly exaggerate the difference between one lover and another.
Yeah, but I played it wisely.
You did.
At the moment I heard of the violence of his passion, I took care to keep my daughter under lock and key.
Shrewd, very shrewd.
And I have prevented the slightest communication between them.
Very wise.
Heaven only knows what they might have done if they were able to see each other, even for a minute.
Oh, I shudder to think of it.
You know, I hesitate to say it.
Oh, go ahead.
It's a mad thought.
Spit it out, Master. It won't reach another ear.
I wouldn't be surprised if he would have run off with her.
No. He wouldn't do a dreadful thing like that.
I'm told the scoundrel tried every means to get to see her.
The blackguard.
But I fooled him.
You certainly did.
I pulled the wool over his eyes. I foxed him.
Oh, yes, sir. There's no fool like an old fool. I mean, you know a trick or two, eh?
Yes, indeed. I have to get up pretty early in the morning to catch me asleep.
Master.
What is it, Lucas?
Here is a pretty kettle of fish, Master.
A kettle of fish. Listen to that, Doctor.
Your daughter.
Yes. What about my daughter?
She has run off with Leandra.
Oh, listen to that, Doctor. She ran off with Leandra. What?
Yes, Master. Leandra was disguised as the apothecary, and they've run off.
You run off?
And it was this doctor that arranged the whole thing.
Yeah, but I think I'll leave now. I'm wanted on an urgent consultation in South Africa.
Oh, no, you don't. Lucas!
I've got him, Master.
No, you be careful. You'll crush my...
I'll have a magistrate in, rogue villain. I'll have you punished by law thief, liar, cheat.
Seems like home again.
Don't you worry, Master Doctor. You're going to be hanged for fair now.
Hanged?
Hanged?
But that seems so final.
It will be.
Valere! Valere!
Coming, Master.
Go fetch the magistrate, Master Wilhelmine. The one who hangs everybody brought before him.
I beg your pardon, sir.
I'm in a hurry. I've got to fetch the magistrate.
But you remember me. I met you in the forest. My name is Martine.
Yes, that's right.
I came all the way to town to find out what happened to the doctor I recommended to you.
Oh, he's doing splendidly.
He is?
I'm going now for the magistrate to have him hanged.
My husband hanged? Must he die on the gallows?
Well, we'll put the rope round his neck and shove him off the platform. After that, it's up to him.
Oh, my husband to be hanged? Oh, dear, where is he? Where is my husband?
Right in there. Right inside there.
Where's my husband?
Right here. And here he stays.
Careful, Lout. If you get my gown grimy, I shall bill you for the cleaning of it.
But what's he done?
Help someone to run away with the master's daughter. That's all.
Alas, alas, my husband to be hanged. Is it true, dear husband?
They don't seem to be consulting me about it.
Oh, how tragic. You mean they'll take you out in front of all the crowd in the marketplace and put a noose around your neck and then push you off the back of a cart?
Please, let's not go into the details.
Oh, if you'd only finish cutting our wood, I wouldn't feel so bad.
Oh, now that's what I like. Nice, consoling thoughts.
Could they let you out long enough to cut our wood? They could hang you then and it wouldn't make any difference.
Leave me, Martine. Your great sorrow is breaking my heart.
No, I'll be brave. I'll stay and encourage you to die.
Please, somebody take her away.
No. A wife's place is at her husband's side. I won't leave until I see you safely hanged.
The magistrate is on his way now. Who is this woman?
My wife.
Well, don't think her tears and pleadings will save you.
Oh, no, sir. I wouldn't think of interfering with justice. If the law says my husband is to hang, we'll just have to be cheerful about it.
There's a sensible woman. Any last words, scoundrel?
Wouldn't a few strokes with a cudgel do just as well?
No. The law must take its course. Lucas, make sure the rope is ready.
I could lend you my clothesline. It's good and strong.
There's a good, helpful wife for you.
The magistrate is approaching now. And when he's through with you, we'll see if you can cure yourself of being hanged, Doctor.
Alas. I stand here upon the gallows. The unhappy actors who have trod these boards. Villains, thieves, saints, and prophets. And now to their number must be added the name of Scannerell, a physician in spite of himself. Oh, what jokes these foul oafs shall make at my expense. Operation was a success, but the physician died. Well, I must compose my thoughts to hang in a manner befitting a doctor. I shall pass on to my successors the knowledge that all unknown diseases are the result of a low-grade infection, until otherwise identified, of course. I shall beseech them to write their prescriptions in the manner of a drunken scholar, in that way veiling their deep knowledge from laymen and apothecaries alike. I shall...
physician, are you prepared to die?
As prepared as you, my Lord Gerant.
Is the rope adjusted, Lucas?
Yes, master.
Doctor, have you any last request?
Can't you postpone my hanging till Saturday?
Why?
Well, today's Monday, and it seems like such a terrible way to start the week.
Proceed with the hanging.
Stop!
What? What did he say?
He said stop. I heard him distinctly.
Why,
Yes, it's Leandra.
How dare you come back? Where's my daughter?
Right here,
I've
Father.
come back under my own name to restore your daughter to your authority. We intended to run away and get married,
But we have decided that would not be honorable.
I would not presume to steal your daughter. And I now ask you for her hand in marriage.
What? Why, you're a thief, a cheat, a pauper, a beggar.
Allow me, sir, to tell you that I've just now received letters informing me of the death of my uncle, my rich uncle.
What? Your rich uncle?
And I've inherited all his property.
Oh. All his property?
Including the wine cellar.
Well, I can see at a glance that you're a gentleman of virtue, probity, and
Money.
I give you my daughter with the greatest pleasure in the world.
Leandra.
Oh, Lucinda.
I don't like to interrupt at moments of great sentiment, but may I remark the noose is still about my neck?
Well, well, it's all turned out for the best. Free him.
No hanging.
Oh, don't be disappointed. We'll let you pull flies apart with your teeth.
Well, husband, since you're not going to be hanged, you should thank me for making you a doctor. I brought you this honor.
Yes, and a baker's dozen of thrashings along with them.
Oh, come now, Master Doctor. We must have a happy ending all around. Forgive your wife and make up.
Very well. Very well. I forgive you because of the great dignity to which you have elevated me. Small quarrels are beneath men of learning, such as I. I pay no attention to them. I even forget what was the beginning of our difference.
I called you a scoundrel.
Well, I ignore such petty things.
I called you a rogue.
Beneath my notice.
I called you a drunkard.
Means nothing.
Oh, I know. I called you churl.
Churl, that's it. No one calls me churl. How dare you?
You have heard The Doctor in Spite of Himself, a play by Molière, adapted by Ernest Kenoy. Be with us at the NBC Theater next week for a first American radio presentation of a work by Jean-Paul Sartre, The Chips Are Down, and the following week for a particularly fine dramatization of a hauntingly beautiful American novel, The Time of Man, by Elizabeth Maddox Roberts. In today's cast, Stanley Waxman was the narrator, Sarah Selby was Martine, Jack Crucian was Scanerell, Tom McKee was Lucas, Anthony Barrett was Valere, Earl Lee was Geronte, Naomi Stevens was Jacqueline, Jane Webb was Lucinda, Ray Stafford was Leandra, and John Stevenson was Fosterdamus. Your announcer, Don Stanley. The NBC Theater is produced by Wade Arnold. The director of the NBC Theater is Andrew C. Love. This program came to you from Hollywood. This is NBC, the national broadcasting company.